Who's this? I don't know. Who is that?
Nikki Haley?
Look, I get it.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about this very interesting video that I came across on the social media featuring New Yorkers talking about Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, and their opinions about them. Also, do you even recognize Kamala Harris? Do you know who this is? Because a lot of people, before she became the vice president, were talking about, oh, she's a black woman and she's going to do great. But the reality is, out there on the street, your average person may not even know who she is at all. And if you ask them, hey, who's the vice president? Can you name her name? They're not going to know. If they show a picture like, hey, who is this right here? I have no idea. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing, bad thing, or somewhere in between, but I want to get to this video because it's pretty interesting. If you want to see it in full, of course, link will always be in the description. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it. So they're showing her right there. Okay, we got this little paddle, whatever this is, with Kamala Harris's picture on it. Hey, who's that?
Who's this? I don't know. Who is that?
Nikki Haley?
Look.
Actually, you know what? That's a pretty good, that I see what she did there, because both Kamala Harris and Nikki Haley are from the Indian subcontinent. Well, at least Kamala Harris, her mom is Indian. Kamala Harris's mom and Nikki Haley's parents might be related. But anyway, let's keep on going.
I get it.
I know she's a black woman.
Well, that's very astute of you.
It's Black History Month, right?
Barely. I don't know about that. You see her parents, they look more like they Indian than anything else. It might be a splash of black in there.
Right? Let me not be mean to, what's her name, Kamala?
There you go. You know who it is. So what's her job?
To help give my money away to migrants.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. To help give my money away to migrants. You're in New York City. You know what's happening right now with the migrant crisis, how they get preferential treatment and all that good stuff. You know exactly what's going on. You got it 100% down pat.
Vice President. That's the title.
Now, my man right here, I'm not sure what's happening with the fashion, but let's listen to what he says and put aside the looks for a moment.
Oh, anyway.
What do you mean by that?
She doesn't actually do anything.
You don't like her?
Sweetheart, nobody likes her.
That ain't nothing but facts right there. I don't think anybody's a really big fan of Kamala Harris.
Oh, bless your heart.
How does she make you feel?
I feel like she's looking at me right now, and I feel like a little, nervous.
You might get locked up if you got a bag of weed in your pocket. You might get locked up, man. You might get sent to the penitentiary, make big rocks, little rocks. So yeah, you have the right to be nervous.
If she can make it to the top, anyone can.
The only reason that I don't want Joe Biden to die is if he does, we get stuck with her.
Facts.
Joe Biden's going to be fine.
Kamala Harris has been vice president for 4 years. What are some of her greatest accomplishments?
Nothing.
Where you been?
Exactly, nothing. Zero. Yeah, she's drawing the blank. I presume that she was asked the same question. Hey, Kamala Harris, vice president for 4 years. What are her greatest accomplishments? And lady right here is drawing the blank.
Yeah.
Something about airplane bathrooms not being accessible.
I'm okay. What has Kamala Harris done for the community?
Nothing.
Everybody at home watching this, what the did she do for us?
That's a great question. Does anybody have an answer? If anyone has an answer, because I know I may have some people that watch this video that may not necessarily be conservatives and may not necessarily agree with me. So if any of you can answer, what has she done for us?
She always talks about on the news how she just wants to make America great again.
How'd that happen? Is that what she does? I don't think so.
Kamala was supposed to handle the migrant crisis. How's that working out?
So far, so not so good.
The border's unsecured.
Just let migrants in our country and take over the world, beat the police up.
Yep, exactly. She knows what's going on. She knows exactly what's happening in her city. Okay, first she was talking about how Kamala is giving her money away specifically to the migrants, and then let them into the country, beating police officers up as they did right there in New York City, Times Square, stomping officers down into wine, and then getting arrested, getting released with no bail, and then they had to go on an international manhunt to find them after they fled, and they wound up in Arizona.
in our country and take over the world, beat the police up.
We got millions of people coming to this country and taking all our jobs.
You are right, brother.
If you were vice president, what advice would you be giving Joe Biden right now?
Not to run again for election.
He's now. You can't give him no advice.
If you're gonna be the president, gotta be people's champion, bro. I don't know what the you're doing.
Let somebody who's got their marbles to get a little bit more together, work on this.
Now, I'm really kind of flabbergasted here. They're in New York City asking these questions. Is this the general thought process of New York City residents? I find that hard to believe because look at the voting patterns. You had Bill de Blasio, now you got Eric Johnson. So what's up with the voting patterns? It's not matching what I see on the street.
Do you have your marbles together?
I've got a couple of more than Joe Biden does, I think.
Lay on the beach somewhere.
Who the hell is giving him that advice? I don't know. Does he like the beach that much?
If Joe Biden decides he's not going to run for re-election, should Kamala Harris automatically be the nominee?
No.
She would be absolutely trounced.
No, I'd rather Trump.
Kamala
Yeah, there we go. Get 4-5 in there.
Harris is declaring that she's ready to serve. Is she?
She is ready. I mean, she is champing at the bit.
A drink. She's ready to serve a drink.
Ready to serve a drink was funny. Another lady, yeah, she's ready. She wants to do it, but does that mean that she should do it?
I like my coffee dark.
So if it's not Joe, it's not Kamala, who should be the Democrat nominee?
Maybe Al Gore's old enough now to run.
Maybe Al Gore's old enough was hilarious. The man's got to be well into his 70s.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Will Smith.
That seems like a slap in the face to Kamala.
I'll bust your ass too.
Okay, I see what you did there with the whole slap and the Oscars. He would never live that down. That was probably one of the most embarrassing moments that I've ever seen in my entire life.
It comes down to Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Who's your pick?
Trump, because I need another stimulus.
I'm voting for Donald Trump. My son, he gangster. He got the Trump Towers. He get to the bag. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to put some respect on my yellow man name. That's
Put some respect on my yellow man's name. Well, I agree with everything you said right there, except for the yellow part. He's most certainly orange. Shout out to the orange man.
my boy.
Houston, we have a problem.
What do you want to tell Jesse Waters on Fox News?
You might as well run for president if you're a good dude. You feel me? Because America, you feel me? America, the land of the free, ain't free.
Jesse, you're an ass.
Why? Whoa. Like, why's it got to be all that? See, this is what I'm talking about. This might be the kind of the New York City resident. Okay, you talk about how bad things are under the Democrats, but then the Republicans are just bad. For what reason? Why?
You don't like him?
No. Why not? And Laura.
Oh!
Pretty much almost anybody who's hosting any show.
What about me? You like me?
You seem like a nice man.
So you should watch Fox News to see me.
I got on right there, see? But, you know, to defend this person, I don't know what kind of pronouns this individual has. You got Meemaw's curtains on your neck right now, so I don't know what pronouns you identify with. But what I will say is that Fox isn't really the best news station out there, but he may have a hard time explaining why he doesn't like Fox.
Maybe.
All right, let me.
All right, so that's it. That's the video from Waters World over on Fox about New York City residents and their feelings toward Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, what's happening right now in the administration. I'm seeing a lot of people out there talking about how they don't like what's happening. They don't like who's in office. And they don't even want, like, if Joe Biden couldn't continue, they don't want to have Kamala Harris in there. So the question is, if you don't like all the things that are happening under the current administration, what are you prepared to do about it? Are you going to keep on going and just let whatever happen? Or are you going to go in a different direction? Hopefully, as I close, you go in a different direction and don't allow this nonsense that's happening right now to continue. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your opinion about a lot of these big city residents, specifically, as we just saw, New York City residents and their voting patterns, when you line it up with their concerns about what's happening in the country? They talk about how they don't like the migrant crisis. They don't like their money being spent on things that are not benefiting them. But are they going to vote that way? Are they going to vote in the way that they're speaking against people that will take their money and spend it on whatever? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I think that there are some good things being said here, but will these things line up with action? I'm not quite sure. I hope that they will, but I'm not quite sure. And whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.